Welcome back to another episode of The Basement. I'm your host, Wyatt. Nursing home workers are threatening to go on strike and leave the Capitol building, which is coincidentally the nursing home that they work at. And small toy stores across America are worried that their businesses won't be able to survive the COVID-19 pandemic, which is no surprise. When's the last time any of you guys have been inside of a small, privately owned toy store? This shouldn't even be a surprise to them. If Toys R Us couldn't survive before the pandemic, how is Little Johnny's Toy Box going to survive during the pandemic? And upwards of 92,000 people have filed for sex abuse claims against the Boy Scouts of America, who also earlier this year filed for bankruptcy, making teenage Boy Scout Wyatt really question whether he wants to stay a part of this organization. And tech entrepreneur Elon Musk has said that he most likely has gotten COVID-19. Most likely? Elon, you have so much money. You could buy millions of COVID-19 tests. How are you not sure that you have the coronavirus? And an LA Times headline this week said, "From love to thug, Biden's plan for North Korea." That just sounds like Biden's gonna play hard to get with North Korea. Maybe he'll even leave them on red or something. And teachers are saying that from their students, their workload is up and their well-being is down. Geez, teachers, do you think just maybe that there's a correlation between workload and well-being for students? No, that would be impossible. And Waffle House and Oconee Brewing Company are teaming together to help solve the coronavirus pandemic by combining 3 American trademarks: obesity, beer, and bacon. That's right, Waffle House and Oconee Brewing Company are creating a bacon-flavored beer. The hope is that after millions of Americans drink this beer, they'll be too fat to get out the door for 2 weeks, solving the coronavirus pandemic. Our movie review for this week is a movie called Clouds, and I just want the person to know that recommended this movie how hard it is to write jokes about a movie where a boy is dying of cancer. It's impossible. In this movie, there's a scene where the main character, the boy with cancer, asks a girl to go on a cute little picnic date with him, and then he can't go last minute because of an emergency surgery. And the girl gets stood up and she texts someone else and she's like, "He stood me up." Stood you up? He has cancer. Did you not think that just maybe cancer has something to do with the reason that he stood you up? If you're wondering why this week's movie segment was so short, it's because it's impossible to write jokes about a movie where a boy is dying of cancer. It's impossible. I watched the entire movie. It's not a short movie. It's 2 hours long. And it's impossible to write jokes about that, especially when you're depressed, because the movie is very, very sad. It's good, but it's very sad. This episode of The Basement was brought to you by cats. Are you interested in buying something that's super mad at you half the time for no reason, but still relies on you for almost all of their needs? Then you should try cats. That joke also works for teenagers, but we're not going to talk about that. Thanks for watching another episode of The Basement. I'm your host, Wyatt, and don't forget to let me know what movie you want me to review next time down in the comments. I'll see you next time.